What's up, guys? This is Norm from Daily Fantasy Archive, and today is March the 3rd, and we have a six-game slate on us right now. This is a pretty good slate. There's a few games, nice matchups here, and we will be focusing on. I'll show you guys some picks for today. I'll show you my lineup, and I'll show you some sneaky plays and other things like that. Line to lines. Let's get right into it. Also, guys, I just made a Twitter page. I'll show you guys right now. It is DFS_archive. I will be posting lines each day, and they are free right now. If you win big on them using the lines, you can feel free to send in a tip or anything, or a donation, or give a shout out for each line. Anyways, I'll show you the first pick of the day right now. I'm going with 100%. You want to go with Patrick Kane tonight. Patrick Kane costs 8.6K. He's on the second line power play. He's got 7 goals in his last 13 shots in 3 games. That's insane. The Islanders are the fifth last team in the league for goals against allowed. They're giving up 32 plus shots a game, and Chicago's on home ice. And Kane's on fire right now. You definitely want a piece of that top line power play in the second line, since you can see from the Vegas odds Chicago's negative 200 to win, and Thomas Greiss is not in net. Their starter's not in net, so this should be a fairly easy game. You can see the matchup right here. Right now, Chicago is 21-8-3 at home, and Islanders are 10-14-3. So this should be a pretty easy matchup for Patrick Kane. Should be able to get a multi-point upside. You want to lock him in all your cash lineups, and even in your GPPs. Okay, the second pick. You want to take, I'm taking Cam Ward on the night. You can take Cam Ward or Corey Crawford, both of them should get the wins, but, I mean, usually the best chance to get a win for your goalie is to go with the highest Vegas odds, which is negative 250 for Carolina right now over Arizona. Arizona is the worst team in the league. I mean, you can go Corey Crawford if you want. Arizona's pretty awful. Mike Smith is not in net. They just came off a pretty high-scoring game last night. They're going to be tired, and they're on the road, and they're 8-20-4 on the road. It's awful. And Carolina I think it's 19. Yeah, they're 18-9-1. So it should be a good matchup, pretty easy win. You should be able to get an easy win with Cam Ward, but like I said, if you want to go with Corey Crawford, I mean, you can go with Corey Crawford if you feel like in cash more so, and you can kind of risk it more with Cam Ward and GPPs. He also costs 800 less than Corey Crawford, so you get a bit of a discount there too. Next pick I'm going to show you guys is definitely Jordan Staal. Jordan Staal is on the first line. He's on the first line power play. Again, Vegas odds says Carolina's the highest probability to win tonight, negative 250. I mean, you're definitely going to want a piece of that game. Arizona got the backup goal in net. He's 2, and I'm pretty sure 2-10 right now. 2-10-1. That is garbage. I mean, he's giving up a lot of goals. The worst team in the whole league. You definitely want to have exposure to it. It's a 5.5 total, and what else? Oh yeah, and Arizona's giving up 10.7 shots a game to centers. That's really high odds. I mean, even if he don't score and he gets a lot of shots, should pay off for the price he costs. And like I said, there's no Mike Smith. They're on the back to back. My next pick is gonna be Panic. Excuse me, Richard Panic. Got 4.7K. He's on the first line power play. He's got 7 points in his last 7 games. So a point per 7 games he's got. New York Islanders are 26th in the league defensively. That's awful. It's the bottom 4, bottom 5 in the league. They're giving up 32 shots a game. And I mean, you're definitely going to want exposure to that first line with Taves. If Taves goes off like he has been last few nights, I mean, Panic. He's on the first line power play with Kane, and you've seen how Kane has been doing, like I said earlier. You definitely want exposure to this line. And per points per dollar. I mean, you can't really get much better in Mr. Panic at the moment right now. Another center I'm gonna haul up is Paul Stastny. You're definitely gonna want to look at Paul Stastny. It's gonna be a high-scoring game. It's total at right now. Let me see. It's at 5.5, and yeah, he's on the first line power play. He's on the first line. Jets are fourth in the league, fourth worst team in the league against goals against. They are giving up 3.19 goals per game. That's really high. I mean, he's on the first line. As you can see right here, I'll show you the lines. Blues. Took me a second to find the Blues for you guys. They're also giving up 11. They also give up 11 goals in their last 2 games. They're taking a lot of penalties. I mean, you definitely want exposure to St. Louis. Even though the Jets have beat them in the last, I think it was 4 games they've played, you definitely want exposure to Alex Steen, Paul Stastny, and Pierre on that first line. And again, if it comes a power play chance, he's on the first line power play with Tarasenko and Schwartz, and Tarasenko should have a good night tonight too. Then we are going to go with another winger, Matthew Perrault. He's on the second line with Patrick Laine and Mark Scheifele. He's got 5 points in his last 5 games. You're going to want to try to find some value. He's only $5K. He should easily pay off what he costs right now. They're also projected to win. It's a 5.5 total game right now. So, I mean, they're projected to win. Lonnie's been doing good. You want to definitely get exposure to Lonnie and Scheifele. And, yeah, you definitely want to have a look at Matthew Perrault tonight, because you're going to want to have to fit other people in your line. If you're trying to fit Patty Kane, you're going to have to take some lower guys. And the last winger is going to be Nikita Kucherov. He's on the first line power play. He's on the first line regular line overall. He's been on fire if you look at his last few games. I mean, if he goes for 40, 50, again, like he has been, because he's been on fire ever since the coaches put Palat and Johnson together with him. That line's been going crazy. Just high-scoring games, the 5.5 game total against Pittsburgh. I mean, I could see him going for a multi-point night again, and if you don't take him and he does that, then you pretty much lost out, because as you can see the last few nights, if you didn't take anybody on the first line of Tampa Bay, you've pretty much lost out, especially in your GPPs and even in your 50-50s. Now we're down to the last 2 spots. Cam Fowler. Definitely going to want to look at Cam Fowler. I'm locking him in my lineup tonight. Cam Fowler is playing the Toronto Maple Leafs, and Toronto has Curtis McElhinney in net. They just lost in a heartbreaking shootout 2-1. They're on the road. Toronto's awful on the road. You can see that they're also projected to lose. Anaheim's projected to win, and they're negative 150 to 130. Curtis McElhinney's in that. Like I said, he's 3-3-1. He's a really shaky goalie. He's been a far last 10 games if you check out his games log also. And there should be lots of goals in this game, like I said. Okay, the last defenseman I want to look at is definitely Justin Falk. Like I said, I also want some more exposure to this Carolina game. They're the highest odds to Vegas odds to win tonight. Negative 250. He's the quarterback from Arizona's the worst team in the league. They are giving up 33 shots per game. He plays 25 minutes plus per game. He's on first line power play, first line defense. First line power play and first line defense overall in general. You're definitely going to want more exposure to that game. And like I said, if that power play ends up going off, or which they are projected to win a high scoring total game, 5.5, you definitely going to want to have Justin Falk in on tonight. He's going to be, if not the best defenseman tonight, the second best defenseman tonight in fantasy points. So yeah, that's That's my lineup I'm running for tonight. Also, another sneaky play might be Connor Sherry. He's still day to day. If he plays on first line, I mean he's playing He's playing power play and playing with Crosby. They're projected to win Crosby and Kunis. I mean you definitely probably want to look at Connor Sherry. If he decides to play, you might have to rotate your line a bit. Well, this will definitely be a really good 50-50 line tonight. If maybe it should be able to win a lot of GPPs too. Also got a lot of upside in here, especially with Kane with multi-goal upside he could have, and Jordan Stahl could get in on a lot. But anyways, that's my lineup for tonight. And here is the Twitter that I've just made. Like I said the other day, if you want, you can follow this Twitter. I got 27 followers already. I'll be posting lines every day for free, like I said. And that is about all. If you enjoyed the video, like the video, leave a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Thanks for your time.